me just write that down. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So now we're going to determine y is triangle ABC. Will it be congruent to triangle CDE? Okay. So for this example, a lot of you probably might not know this, right? Because you're just giving it to you brand new. So here, the trick in this question is there's a congruent angle here. And can anybody tell me why these angles are congruent? Maybe 20 seconds, I'll give you a chance to just, see if anyone knows it. Anybody know why I'm proving why these two angles are congruent? I'll just wait as I write down the rest of the information. Here we can prove that AC is congruent to segments CE, Y because of the tick marks. And we can prove that BC is congruent to CD because once again the second tick mark. Here, now we have to prove that Y is angle BCA congruent to angle DCE. Why can anybody provide Y? So if you don't know, then I'm gonna give you. The reason why they're congruent is because what do you call two angles that are congruent whenever two lines cross? We call that the vertical angle. Okay. So the vertical angles here, because whenever two lines intersect, then the opposite angles are congruent. We can say that the top part of this angle here and its bottom part of the angle is congruent as well, but we don't have to mention that these two angles are congruent on the top and the bottom. Why? Because we just need the information that the angle within the two triangles are congruent. Yeah. So they're congruent because of vertical angles. Okay. And do we have enough information to prove that they are congruent? The answer is yes, they are congruent. We can make a conclusion that they are congruent because of the side angle, side congruence, triangle theorem. Okay. That's the first example of the side angle side, like in a different situation. I'm going to give you another situation. It's getting strictly from my drawing. Maybe it's kind of confusing a little bit. I'll try to make it easier to understand. Okay, just write down the. Excuse me if I always use A, B, C, D. I don't know why I'm confusing it, but I'm just used to it. So here we have to prove that Y is triangle A, B, D congruent to B, C, D. Or are they not congruent? I can just cross it out if they're not congruent, right? Do we have enough information to prove that they are not congruent? Or are they? Do we have enough information to prove they are congruent? So here we can write down several facts. We can point out that AB is congruent to segment DC. AB is congruent to segment DC. Right? And we can also prove that angle ABD is congruent to angle BDC. Okay. Because why? Because of the arc marks as well. So now, do we have a side or an angle that can be congruent? Can anybody visualize it? So here, let's separate the drawings. I'm going to draw a kind of a small drawing on the left, on the bottom. This is similar to one of the examples we already had, right? B, E, E, B, C. So it shows here AB, once again, is still congruent to DC, and angle ABD is congruent to BDC. So the third side that could be congruent is, anybody see it now? Is BD is congruent to itself, right? BD is congruent to itself because why? Both triangles share the same side, right? So you can say that BD is congruent to BD here. We can write that out of that. Segment BD is congruent to segment BD. Why? Using the reflexive property of congruency. Okay, that's pretty much it. So now we prove why are the two triangles congruent, right? They are congruent because of the, you can say that there's two sides here and there's a congruent angle in between the two sides. There's two sides that are congruent and there's a congruent angle in between the two sides. So you can prove that the two triangles of ABD and BCD are congruent because of the side angle side there. Congruence are congruence triangle theorem. Okay, and I have one last example, of course. Let's try to do this together. Maybe I'll use the same example here. So here can we prove that the two triangles are congruent of A, B, E, F. Let's just change it up a little bit. So we can just redraw it here a little bit. And we can draw the angle here. And we can draw the congruent sides here in the bottom. We can label everything. This is A, F, B, and this here is F, B, E. Okay? So here, this is an example of why they are not congruent. Why are they not congruent? We can prove that these two sides are congruent. You have to see a visual example. You don't have to write it down this time. So why are they not congruent? Is the question. We have two sides that are congruent and we have congruent angles that are congruent as well. Why is it angles not congruent? Why are the triangles not congruent? Sorry. Why is triangle A, B, F not congruent to triangle B, E, F? Once again, you got this one here in the middle. They're congruent because of, once again, it is due to the reflexive property. But why are the triangles congruent? See an angle, then is if there are two congruent sides, an angle and an angle in between that is congruent on both triangles, then the triangles are congruent, right? So here we have to look at the isoplumation. Sorry, my writing is terrible. At the triangle. Thank you for clarifying. Sorry, maybe that's why we got confused, right? It's okay. That was my fault. Once again, why are the two triangles not congruent? Is because the angle in between them that is congruent, it has to be in between the two congruent sides. If it's not in between the two congruent sides, then the theorem of the side angle side congruent triangle theorem is not valid, right? You need to the angle two angles has to be between the two sides. Okay.